Alright. Oh, shoot. So we can still see it. Okay. Um, uh, uh, Alright, we'll just deal with it. Hi everyone. Good to see you all again. It's good to be back. So okay, so let's talk about it. So the Knicks and the Spurs. The Knicks went up. The Knicks won all the finals. Let's start over. Let's shout out the Knicks. The longest NBA drought has finally come to its end. The Knicks were the last remaining team to not, and I repeat, not win a title since 1991. Ironically, when they beat the Spurs in 1991. I mean, they lost to the Spurs. They won against the Spurs in 1991, then lost them the next year. Hi. So before let's talk about that for a second. So it was actually, I think 53 years to the day that happened. And ever since then, the Knicks have not had a single champion they've not won a title yet. Every other team at least has won a title within the last decade. I mean, the last 2 centuries. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, I've been off YouTube for a while. I've been on a trip with Tulsa Tech. I had fun with that. It was a summer camp for me. I got to sleep in a college dorm, which was fine. We don't talk about that. Played kickball. Just got to hang out with friends. It was just an awesome time, and hopefully things will get adjusted back to normal. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I've definitely gone through some changes, mentally and physically. I've decided that this channel is going to be the heart and soul of my YouTube career. And that's basically what I want this channel to be. Also, I will get to the NBA Finals in a minute, but I wanted to take a moment to just thank everyone for being patient and just let me make sure we are center. So thanks for having patience with me while I've been busy. Of course, I've been busy with some personal stuff and family stuff and a lot of others. As you can tell by my voice, I still am tired from 4-day trip. And that's also a reason why I moved the game stream from last night to this tonight. Other news, my job is now ready to go. Looks like I'll be starting off next week from 4 to 10. So unfortunately, I will be having to shift my streams around, and I may start having to, until I get put on the day shift. The streams will probably be at most from either where I work, or most likely will just be pushed to the weekends. So that's a big change that will be coming next week. So if you normally, I do the show every Monday through Thursday, or Monday through Friday, whatever. I'm sorry, Monday. I do the show Monday, Thursday, Friday. So let me explain a little bit more. So Monday. So originally, I used to be able to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But then with me helping out at church, Tuesdays being trash day, and then all that. That's gotten rid of 2 days. So basically Monday, Thursday, and Friday. But since now that I will be working, and I'll probably be a 4-day start working all week from that next Monday, I will probably be pushing all the new streams that I'm going to be making throughout the week. Probably going to be pushing those to only weekends. And until something changes, I'll expect the streams to be more 1 and 2 miss every time. Like, you're not going to be seeing it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, even maybe Friday. You'll probably only see them on the weekends. It's kind of a good time frame because football is right around the corner and the World Cup's about to end. So luckily, there won't be as much content I need to put out because we're practically in the off season for most major sports. Of course, you have the World Series going on right now, but most all of the sports that we love to watch in the fall and all that, they are in the off season. So a lot's going to change. Expect that within probably the last stream. So yes, I'm watching the game to my right. I mean left. So yeah, that's going to be unfortunate for a lot of viewers because I know I've tried to keep things constant a lot, but I feel like this will also help sort of ease me back into the YouTube sphere after being away for so long and having that anxiety of should I post something. So don't expect a lot of streams over the coming weeks. YouTube is very hard right now because I'm in a point in my life where I'm trying to figure out ways I can do it while still keeping an adult life in check. But good news though, I think this Friday I will be doing a College World Series reaction. I'll go over OU. Right now, looks like they will be winning over the North Carolina. Yes, I will. I will be taking care of myself. Thank you. As of right now, OU is currently winning 7-1 against the Tar Heels. So if this holds up, I will probably do a stream Thursday or Friday talking about my reactions in the World Series. We'll go over all of OU's dominance throughout the postseason and what we can expect from them in the offseason. And so, other than that, let's get to basketball. So, with all that the legal and stuff and all that out of the way, let's actually just jump straight into basketball. So, the Spurs and the Knicks. What a series. Back and forth, back and forth, and back. It just, if you couldn't have scripted a better finals. Unfortunately, it didn't go 7 games. That would have probably made it the all-time great. But we're going to talk about both teams and who I think really won this because there's one team that really took advantage and another team that just forgot all how to play standard one-on-one basketball. And we'll start off. I do think this is gonna be a new thing on the channel. We're gonna talk about the winners first, and then we're gonna go into the losers, being the Spurs. So let's talk about the Knicks, who, by golly, by God, if you want to know, if you want to have a heart rate monitor on any of those games, good luck. You're gonna fail miserably. Every game was a margin so thin. You basically this thin. One single call could change the entire game. That's the line. The line of error was like almost like the size of an atom. That's how close these games were. But of course, we do this. We had one of the absolute greatest comebacks in NBA Finals history. Obviously, the Knicks coming back from a 29-point lead and 29-point deficit to beat the Spurs in Game 3. In Game 4. That was probably that most likely was the nail in the coffin for the Spurs. The Knicks, obviously, there is one thing that every team needs to do against Wemby, and it's the one thing the Knicks finally solved about Wemby. Actually, you know what? We'll call him Mr. Wendy. Wendy's. Yeah, we'll call him that now. But there's one thing you should know about Victor Wembanyama, Mr. Wendy here. And that is he's on a minute restriction. What I mean by that is he plays a certain amount of minutes before coming off the bench. So, for instance, if we go back to the Thunder and Spurs, most of that time, Victor was on the bench because of his limit restrictor. Obviously, if you have a 7'2" alien running back and forth down a court for 40 minutes, you're obviously going to get him. He's obviously going to get tired. So in the NBA, we call it the Wemby minutes. So if you win with the Wemby minutes on your side, you are guaranteed to win the game. So if you win the Wemby minutes, you most likely will go on to win the game. The Knicks figured out how to overcome the Wemby minutes, and Wemby had one of his worst performances of this playoffs we've seen probably since the the Timberwolves series. That was probably his last bad performance, I'd say. But you really just got to give credit to the Knicks. Tip your hat to the Knicks. They were the team of destiny. And Jalen Brunson, if you want to talk about a guy who's basically Matthew Stafford in basketball, dude, hats off. Salute, my brother. Salute to you, my brother. You've done something no no player has ever done in this league, and that is score 40 points in the final 40 minutes of a game 5. Oh my God, the karma. So I don't think I can really talk about anything more than just the Knicks just played better basketball than the Spurs. That's literally what happened. So not only did you have one of the greatest runs of all time, but then you had one of the greatest choke jobs of all time. So I think you know what time it is, guys. Let's go from the Knicks to the Spurs. So let's go. It's time to go to everyone's favorite punching bag besides the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Spurs. So, the Spurs. Got a piece of paper around here. I want to tell you guys real quick that there's a way that there's this we don't talk about that. The Spurs it's the Spurs. The Spurs are the Spurs. I wonder why they've choked so bad. No, they're not. They're young, but they're talented. Victor's good, but he's not like hyped good. Let's see. They have Champagny. Who's that one guy that made a dunk, tried to make a layup, and ended up costing the game? I wonder. I wonder why he's not possibly going to be on the team this year. Next year. Oh, where is the man who probably was the reason the Spurs lost the series? I think you know who I'm talking about. Give it up for De'Aaron Fox, everyone. De'Aaron Fox, your your NBA clown of the season. By golly, by gosh, he was awful. I've never seen De'Aaron Fox go from here to here. He nosedives so hard. Don't get me wrong, he's a talented player. He's a veteran, talented, all team. He's good. But let me just write this down real quick for all of you. Let me just write this little thing down. Here you go. De'Aaron Fox had one job: hold on to the ball. And he failed. Also, here, let me write it out more for you guys, so that way you guys understand. Alrighty. Here you go. Any normal player with 10 seconds left on the game clock would just let them win. Why? All with 10 seconds, you would need to foul. So the team just hold on to the ball, foul on the next. De'Aaron Fox goes to the line, shoots possibly 2 game-winning free throws, and the collapse of a lifetime never happens. Instead, let's just see if we can find it. I'm sure it's all over Twitter. Let's go find it. God, what an absolute choke job. Let me pull up. I know, I just don't want to do whatever. I just don't want to do Twitter, but let me just pull up. What is it? De'Aaron. De'Aaron. There he is. Here we are. It's hard to find it, guys. So give me a second. Alright, here it is. So, let's watch this together, guys. Here's the clip. So, this is, this is both a block and a choke. This is both a win and a choke at the same time. So, let's watch together and go over what the crap happened here. Alrighty. So, as you can see, Brunson goes for a layup here. And
the drive, the floaters.
Sorry for the quality, guys. Sorry for the quality.
Shot won't go.
Here it is. So as you can see,
drive, the floaters
so
up.
he gets
Shot
the ball,
won't go. Rebound deflected in the back.
Rebound, and right here, De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox goes for the ball, and what you should be doing.
Fox has a chance to get.
Is at right here, instead of going straight for the rim, dribble all the way around to come back, make them foul, game over. Spurs save the Spurs even up the series. Instead, box. And by the way, he was never going to beat OG Anunoby. Like this, the time between this and Anunoby here.
Run, drive, the floater's up. Shot won't go. In the backcourt. Fox has a chance to get it. Fox has it inside. Block Anunoby.
Okay, no, it's not. It's CVS. Let's see. No. Whatever. Okay. Buffering signal. Alright.
We come together, get the fireworks started. Yeah, we the life of the party, it's true.
So we're just gonna go from here.
Different vibes, same ingredients.
We come together. We come.
Shohei Ohtani is an incredible pitcher, a phenomenal hitter. There's no other baseball player today like him.
We come to. We come together. We come. We come.
Oh!
There we go. Alright. Let's get to the right here.
Shohei Ohtani is an incredible pitcher, a phenomenal hitter. There's no other baseball player today like him. but he never forgets to have fun.
Keep going forward. Prospects, Seiko.
And it's 107. Goal, the follow, no, but a foul. Queen.
All right, here. Let's go right here.
The backcourt throws. Brunson's got Vasil on him. Crossover drives, goes inside, pulls back. Picks it out in the corner. Brunson gets it back. Brunson on the drive. The floater's up. Shot won't go. Rebound deflected. In the back.
Let's go right here. So look at De'Aaron Fox and OG Anunoby. They're dead sprinting to the ball.
Court. Fox
and
has a chance to get it.
Is
Brunson on the drive. The floater's up. Shot won't go. Rebound deflected. In the backcourt. Fox has a chance to get it. Fox
has one option here. He can try to go for the layup to get 3 points to go up 3, or juke OG out, hold the ball, and then OG has to foul him in order to prevent in order to prevent Brunson and Towns from getting a rebound. So all Fox needs to do is go out, back, and he's done. Instead, he tries to play hero, and the rest is history.
has it inside, blocked by Anunoby. 9 seconds remaining. 6 seconds remaining. And Mike Brown, where they call a foul, they had a foul to give.
We all know what's coming next.
It's gone with 1.29 seconds remaining. 6 seconds remaining. Brown, him to operate at the top. 101. Brunson gets it, fires up a 3. Shot no good. The chip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone with 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106.
Look at the clock. Look at the clock. You just can't do that in a finals game. That is ultimately the reason the Spurs lost. The Spurs played the better. They had the more talent on paper. The Knicks were the underdogs. However, because, let me remind you, the Spurs are the Spurs. Now, people are going to question whether or not the Thunder would have won against the Spurs had J-Dub and Mitchell been available. Obviously, that's just hypothetical at this point. We don't know. But this entire postseason has been weird. So, follow along, okay? We're going to go on a mini tour. The Thunder sweep both the Lakers and the Suns. The Spurs basically sweep both the the Timberwolves, and the Trailblazers. So they meet in the Western Conference Finals. At this point, people were saying whoever wins this game is going to go on and win the title. How wrong we were. The Thunder get off to a hot start in Game 1, but just like the Spurs would later do throughout their entire rest of the run, they just kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and it's like they couldn't miss. And that's the we get to Game 1, and clearly the Thunder are not playing like themselves. Chet only has 0, I believe. It's just not. It's not the Thunder that won 64 games in the West. It's just not. So whether that was injury or just not enough energy on the sideline and the bench, whatever it was, it just wasn't enough. Meanwhile, the Knicks they beat the brakes off as every other team did to face. They were the team of destiny, and they became the team of destiny. Overall, what a series that was. Obviously, there's so much to talk about. I can't say it all right now. I can't say it all in a stream. It's just so much. There's so much that took place. Like we had comebacks, chokes, wins, games. Like it was the pure cinema of the 2020. Like pure cinema. It was a goddamn movie in making, and I'm so glad I got to watch it live. But yeah, my thoughts are congratulations to the Knicks. I'm so glad for you. I wanted the Thunder, obviously, to win, but you guys deserve it. Congratulations, Knicks. If I didn't get to say it in person, huge congratulations to you guys and your fans. And ladies and gentlemen, 53 years of waiting. The Knicks are your 2026 NBA champions. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go to bed. Again, I tip my cap to the Knicks. What a respectable series too. Obviously, you would want it. This Knicks got very lucky. Obviously, they were physical, but I think if the Spurs played it a lot smarter and not as like there were some showings of them being a young team, the youngest team ever to make it to the finals, like even younger than the Thunder last season. So obviously, Victor needs to learn how to control himself. He can't be a big baby and a big Karen. If a call doesn't go his way, just deal with it, bro. You're literally playing with the team. De'Aaron Fox has got to be better. Champagnie, just put that man on the shooting point, because shooting point guard, because dude is a heater. And then just Castle and Vassell just need to Vassell, the veiny Vassell. He just needs to be, him and Champagnie need to just be on opposite sides. And again, Castle, Wemby, and what's the other guy's name? Luka Doncic. He needs to he needs to play better for when Wemby's out of the game. Yeah. So unfortunately, the Spurs were not their Cinderella run, if you could call it that, came to an end because Mitch Johnson just would not take out De'Aaron Fox for Champagnie, and the Celtics made it very clear: you live and you die by your three. If you live and die by the threes, and that's just what happened. So it's the Spurs they ran out of gas, and they just were not old enough and experienced enough. Would I love to have seen Knicks versus Thunder? Absolutely. That would probably be a game that goes seven, a series set to a 7-series game. Like Thunder and the Knicks would be all-time classics. But unfortunately, you can't rewrite history. We'll see next year. Also, the Thunder I do know about the Thunder trading AJ Wiggins to the Atlanta Hawks in return for moving up in the draft and 2 spots, 2 second round picks in the first. So congratulations to the Thunder for doing that. It's an awesome trade. Helps them get rid of some of that capital, draft capital as well. And also the Hawks get a nice role player that can maybe turn them around. So yeah, lots going to change. Anyways, I don't have any more to say. Congratulations to the Knicks. Congratulations to the Spurs for competing so much. And let's give a big round of applause to the Spurs for absolutely doing what could be the worst choke job I've ever seen from a professional team. I think this rivals, what was it? The 28 to 3 Patriots and Falcons Super Bowl. I think it rivals that. I think it actually beats that for choking. Like, I've never seen a professional team choke on all the fastest of the game like the Spurs did. So, thank you all so much for watching. And the NBA offseason has begun. I won't be covering any of it because it's nothing to do with me. So I'm going to get back to watching Oklahoma beat the ever-living breaks out of North Carolina. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one. No more shorts for quite a while until I get things taken care of. Anyways, I'm going to message someone real quick, and skidoo. Alrighty. Everyone, I wish you all a good night. Thank you so much for watching the show. And as always, love college football. Love college sports. We'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone. And also, happy Father's Day.